His name is Phil. He has no hair. He's here to make you care about card games and stuff.
All right, so here's a rundown. I just lost a character. Anytime you lose, you have 7 characters total. You only have 2 in combat or 2 in at play at once. Whenever you lose one, they have a death move they do that you can basically cast. That's like a status effect. Surge just says you get another action. They didn't specify in the rules whether or not you can use this death move on your replacement, the ally you draw to replace them. I just chose that to be the case because otherwise you're always just going to cast it on the other one. And it should just say, surge on other ally. But if I can pick a target, that implies there's more than one, which to me means I should be able to cast it on this one. So this one died. It's a funny story. My own guy actually killed her because of a move these motherfuckers have. All right, so she's dead. So the way the game works is on your turn you have action, recoup, and then upkeep. So action is you just pick one of these red things here, and it has a health cost, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I can pay 0 health and do this. If I roll a 5 through an 8, I deal 1 damage. I pay 1 health, and then I can do this, and you get the idea. Some of these have letters, so like down here, if I pick Bag o' Tricks and I rolled an 8, I would deal 3 damage and then bubble an ally. I also gain a health back, right? That's what that means. So like if I spend 4 health and then I do this and I roll an 8, I will get one of those health back. But that also lets me bubble an ally. Bubble is, I assume, probably negate damage. Bubble. Plus 3 armor on target. That's actually really good. Ooh, and you can go over your armor threshold. So it is a temporary 3 armor. Okay, so that seems pretty good. And then after you've done your roll, you can do recoup. And your recoup here, you either do this or this. So you can heal some of the health you spent to do this shit, potentially, or you can do this other thing. I don't know what hijinks is. Let's see. Hijinks. Hijinks. Hijinks? I guess that's just the name of her thing, yeah. So as you just say, I choose hijinks. And then you roll. If I roll a 5 or 6, I get to cleanse, which is remove a debuff. If I roll a 7, I get to bubble. Or if I roll an 8, I get to rebuild. Rebuild is, I think, is basically put the armor back on your gain. Yeah, so they gain an armor every turn. So it's pretty cool. So she just came in. I picked. She has 6 health. She has 4 armor right now because of a thing I did in the story. Gave me a +1 armor threshold. I brought her in. I went bombs away right off the bat. Right, so potentially 3 to 4 damage. I rolled, I think, a 1, maybe a 2. Did fuck all. And then I said, okay, well, I guess I'll heal to try to get that back. And then once again, rolled a 1 or a 2. Got nothing. So we're up to this guy. He's only got 2 health. So sadly, I'm probably just going to try to shovel and then heal some damage. So shovel on a 5 or an 8, I deal 1 damage. Where's my red die? Oh, right here. Also, I've been throwing these onto the cards, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's like little divots appearing on the card where the die. Yeah, you see this little flecks of light here. Here. Those are divots on the card for me throwing the die on it. All right, so anyway, this guy's got no health. I'm going to shovel. I succeeded, so I deal 1 damage. These guys have 10 health, and they had 8 armor, but I did 1 armor damage. So damage goes to armor first. Unless you inflict bleed somehow. Bleed ignores armor, but armor first, and then whatever. Okay, so that was his action. Now I'm going to heal, and I'm sure I'll fail because I suck. 3, yeah, as you notice, 3 is exactly 1 less than 4, so nothing happens, so that's great. Oh, also, additionally, if you do heal on one of your characters, even though I select heal on this character, I can heal the other character. You don't have to, but you can't split it. So if I ended up rolling like an 8 here and getting 3 health, I can't do like 2 here and then 1 here or whatever. I either heal 3 here or I heal 3 here. And then there's also other ways to heal. You can rest. So basically, you skip your action to rest. The first time you rest, you get 1 health. The second time you rest, you get 2. The third time, you get 3. The rules said something along the lines of, oh, but be careful. And it resets if you take an action, right? So So it has to be consecutive, right? So rest 1, 2, and 3 to heal up to 6, right? But if I rest 1 and then I rest 2 and then I take an action, then I basically reset my rest counter. But then in the rules it said something like, "Oh, be careful, if you roll a 1, it resets the rest counter." But it didn't say like roll a 1 at any point or roll a 1. Like, do you have to roll for rest? It didn't say that, so I'm gonna have to look that up. But I also have not rested it yet. Also, if you heal and you heal, say she's at, so her threshold is 6. She's at 4 health right now. Say I rolled an 8. I can only really heal 2, but since I healed over, then I can basically put a cube on this little, looks like a potion jar, potion cellar. And then if that fills up all the way, you can then spend it to give yourself +1 strength, which just is +1 to a roll once. Anyway, this guy's probably going to die now. So the way the enemy turn works is they do basically the same thing. But the first thing you do is you roll die to determine who they attack. 1 through 4, they attack here. 5 through 8, they attack here. So hopefully I roll a 1 through a 4. Naturally I didn't, because I don't roll what I want ever. So they're going to attack him. And then what you do is you take one of these cards and you flip it over. And it's got a number on it. And that number tells you which ability on their card they do. So they're going to do meditate. This little symbol means, this little double sword symbol means that you do it twice. I don't know why meditating is going to deal damage, but whatever. So basically, I have to resolve 2 attacks against this guy. So if I roll either of them higher than a 4 or higher than a 3, he dies. So that's going to be great. Naturally, I first roll. Like I roll high for these fuckers. I don't roll high for myself. So they deal 3 damage to him, he dies. So because he dies, I basically am going to immediately replace him. And as he goes, his death move is to encore somebody. Encore is, if an action misses, roll again. If you have double attack, only 1 missed roll can be rerolled. So I'm going to give that to my next ally, which is Sedani, the silversmith. So she's going to come in. This guy is very dead. So the game ends either when you finish the story or you lose all 7 allies, which I did pretty good in the first couple encounters. Neither one of my guys died. And then this encounter, they both died instantly. So great. She has 5 health, so I'm just going to slap 5 health on here. And then she has 5 armor, but I have +1 armor threshold, so she'll have 6 armor, which is really good. That's a whole lot of armor. And then my turns. So I also gave her encore, which means if I miss one of my actions misses, I can just do it again. All right. Maybe I should encore this girl, but well, it's fine. We'll encore this one. All right. So now it's my turn again. Oh wait, sorry, no, it isn't. They recoup, which they haven't lost any health, so there's no point in them recouping. So I guess that's fine. We're done. They're done. They killed a guy. They've killed 2 people so far. All right, so next up, we are going to pick this girl. Well, not pick. It goes in order. This is first ally, second ally. I really feel like her first 2 attacks are just really effing weak. Fanged Ferret is only good. And, like, I've done very little damage to these guys, so I really got to start doing shit. So I'm going to try Bombs Away again. So I spend 2 health. Then I roll this die. I'm going to fucking fail because I always fucking do. Yep, 3. Exactly 1 under what I needed to roll to deal damage. So that's great. I'm going to attempt to heal. And again, I want to roll like a 3. Or just a 1, you know. That's also an option. All right, I already hate this game because it involves rolling dice. And half the die is usually on a lot of these abilities, not all of them. So if you get down here into the really expensive ones, then you can roll as low as a 3 and still succeed. But you're also spending a fuck ton of life to do it. So it's whatever. But yeah, like here, 5 through 8, literally half the die is failure. This is almost half the die. Yeah, it feels bad. So yeah, she did fuck all. Now we're gonna go over to this girl. Let's see what she got. She has a lot of. Oh, okay, sorry. She has a lot of more chance to succeed. It looks like because her lowest roll on most of these attacks is 3. Right, so I could do a lot. She's also very encouraging, apparently. She also has Encore, so let's see. We need to do some fucking damage. So we're gonna go mini cannon. So we're gonna pay 2 health. At least she'll get 2 attempts. So at least here I'll get to fail twice. All right, so we're doing mini cannon. I need to roll a 3 or higher. I rolled a 2 because again, this is how I am. But because I have Encore, I get to roll it again. So now I get to roll another 2 or perhaps a 1 this time. A 3. Oh, yay, we get to do some damage. I deal 2 damage with mini cannon. Yay, I took away 2 armor from these guys. They still have 10 health and 1 armor. All right, I will attempt to heal with her. I'll probably be okay for a while now because I still have a ton of armor on both of these guys. That's a fail again. Awesome. All right, their turn. They're attacking Sedani the Silversmith with a 1. That's the first one of theirs I've seen. So this at most is 2 damage. 2 is a failure. Hey, I rolled poorly for them for once. And 5 is a success, so they deal 1 damage to Sedani. She loses an armor. Then they heal. They don't need to heal because they've taken no damage, so there's no point in rolling that. And then there's no upkeep for them. So, again, back to my turn. This girl has very little health, so I'm probably just going to slingshot and then try to heal. Slingshot costs 0. Naturally, when I do fucking weakest attack, I roll a success. So at least I chip away their last armor. Then I will heal with Hildegard, the Indrake. I failed. Surprising no one. Okay, we're coming back to Sedani the Silversmith. I feel like I gotta do at least Bulwark Bash. We can finally start maybe chipping away at some health here. So I'm gonna do Bulwark Bash for 1. I tried. So part of my problem was I tried on these other 2 characters. I'm like, you know what? My first couple encounters, I stuck to all weak attacks, like low health attacks. And it was successful. It worked out. I'm going to play some risky. I'm going to go risky. And I went with like 2 big attacks right off the bat. Failed both of them. And then it was just downhill from there. So anyway, Bulwark Bash. 4 is a success. I deal 1 whole damage. And then I will try to heal again. 5. Yay, I'm actually going to heal. I get my health, my 1 health back. All right. And anyway, that's the game. That's pretty much it. There's, as you saw on a couple of the cards, there's some choices, and they basically just say reveal specific cards. So it's kind of a choose your own adventure. There's equipment. I failed to get any of the equipment. Because again, both of the instances where I would gain equipment, I had to roll specifically, and surprise, I failed, and you're messaging me about water still wet. Yes, exactly. My dice still bad. Sun in sky. Anyway, so yeah, those equipment rolls both required me to roll high, and of course I failed both of them and didn't get any of the equipment. And I gotta think, so there's like equipment that you equip to your people, and then there's like story items that will potentially help you, I guess, when you're going through the stack of cards. If anything, I'm kind of, since I'm hunched over my coffee table, my back is starting to hurt, I am probably just going to pack this up and start over, especially since I've already lost 2 characters and I'm only like at the very beginning. This is literally the first encounter of chapter 2, so things not going so great. So I'm going to pack this up and start over. But like I said, super basic. It seems fine. Like I like the art's really good. I'm very interested in the kind of choose your own adventure mechanic. That was part of the thing in the rule stack that it was saying. It was like, yeah, like once you've played it once, play it again and see if you get, you know, a better outcome or whatever. Like make some different decisions. So there's at least a few playthroughs in this, right? And I'm interested to see if they do anything, you know, kind of crazy with the choose your own adventure mechanics. The only downside is that it is very dice rolly, and well, yeah, you saw. Pretty cool. You honestly, if you wanted to post this as a video, that would be fine. As a let's play, I may do a full like an actual full playthrough, because I feel like I could do, if I wanted to sit down, I could probably do this entire game in a couple hours. Maybe not a couple hours, maybe like 3. And maybe I would actually split that into more than one playthrough, but we'll see. I don't really want to try to save the state of this, so I'm just going to start over next time. But yeah, there you go. That's it. That's the game. Pretty cool. That's all.